Okay, everybody, here we go. It is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Friday, March 17th, 2023. Let's talk, you and me, okay? So this is what we got going on here. In my view, and I would have to believe in yours as well if you follow this blog, if you know what's happening here. No matter what they're trying to do right now, I'm talking about the nonsense rhetoric, garbage. For example, UK bank regulators coming out late yesterday explaining that there will be no contagion with regard to the Credit Suisse bank issue here. This is the kiss of death. I mean, just like the trillions of dollars that are being pumped into the banking system, people are not that stupid. At least I don't think so. So I believe what's going on here is, people are waking up a little bit. They're saying, hold on a minute here. Do you mean that the banking system needs to be rescued yet again here or bailed out? There's a problem. So we're seeing a loss of confidence, clearly, at least in my view. I mean, what did they do? With this SVB bank nonsense, they had to dust off Maxine Waters. They floated out a brain-dead president who can't walk and chew gum at the same time to try to tell us, because they're authority figures and whatever they say must be right. You can't make this stuff up, that, everything is okay. It's the kiss of death, honestly. So with regard to that, like I've been saying, they could pump 10 trillion into the banking system. It's still not going to be enough. The issue is what you and I have known for like a decade, okay? This issue with global debt, the global debt market's a time bomb. It's ticking louder and faster. The debt market itself, no matter how much cash they pump into it, 20 trillion, ain't going to make a difference. It will remain insolvent. And that, my friends, is the reason why they're, these token, and that's all they are, billions over here and a couple of trillion over there to try to, re-prop up the system. It's not enough. It's not enough. It can never be enough. So people, in my view, are waking up here. We're seeing bank stocks right now under pressure this morning. Janet Yellen, I want you to consider this. Consider what I'm about to tell you. This should, make it pretty obvious that we have a bigger problem than we know. So the U.S. Treasury Secretary, former Fed chairperson, whatever it is over there, Janet Yellen, is going to meet with Jamie Dimon, okay, the CEO of the Wall Street Super Bank, JP Morgan, today to discuss the issues in the banking system here. I mean, look, this is another kiss of death in my view. This is what I think is going to happen. And we've seen this show before. If you remember when Tim Geithner met with the heads of the banks, the last meltdown here, he made it pretty clear to the major banks how they were going to adjust themselves and absorb the system, who was going to be joined with which institution. That's what she's going to do today. Again, this is part of the plan here to consolidate the banking system. They are completely 100% ready to roll out their new central bank digital currency. It's ready to go. But again, they need to put the pieces together, and this is a huge part of it here. They can't just roll this out, okay? They're ready to do it, but they have to rearrange the deck chairs first. Let's put it that way. All right. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone here, but I want to hear from you. What do you think about this about these UK regulators, like we're supposed to trust? Oh, yeah, that's right. President Mummy Man, Franken Mummy Man, whatever he is, told us that we should have faith in the banking regulators. Really? Oh, maybe he should have faith in them. I don't know. But anyway, UK banking regulators saying there will be no contagion. To me, that says there's absolutely going to be contagion, okay? I read it the opposite way, but I want to hear from you on this one here. So I also want to hear from you on this. So what's going on here right now, I mean, it's just an incredible thing to me that we have clearly a propping up of zombie banks. Insolvent institutions that are being propped up just enough. I want you to think about this. Just enough so the big mega banks can get in here and swoop up their assets for pennies on the dollar. That's exactly what's going on. How many of you would disagree with me on that? Okay, I don't think there's a single one of you that would disagree with me on that at all here. Yeah, they're calling, this is how they're framing it. The Federal Reserve is providing, are you ready for this? You can't make it up. I dare you to make this stuff up. Tell me if you could make it up. The Federal Reserve is providing bridge loans to the zombie banks here for now. Why? Why? Bridge to what? They're literally calling them bridge loans. Bridge meaning so they can be scooped up by the mega banks. You see what I'm talking about? It's so in our face, people. Honestly, it's impossible to make this stuff up if you try to. It's out of control. So on the back of what I believe is people maybe waking up a little bit here. Some of my friends who are completely oblivious to what's going on, they're starting to say, hold on a minute, they're calling me. Hey, Greg, let me ask you a question. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I tell them to watch my videos. I mean, I think most of them probably do anyway because I cover it all here. But even the people who don't have a clue and they refuse to see what's in their freaking face, they're starting to wake up here. But it's not enough in my view. I don't think so. Until they really get hit in the pocketbook, people don't wake up. They don't. They stay in this induced state of whatever it is. I think it's almost like a drug-induced psychosis, honestly, that people have been lulled into via the mainstream propaganda that everything is going to be fine and there's no problems and the UK banking regulators, everything's going to be great, and mummy mans and Lex Luthors and ghouls and the yet to we got to come up with something for Maxine Waters, because what is it? What is that thing? I want to know, because I can't define it. But this is again a loss of confidence. I believe. As people are starting to say what's going on here. Bridge loans, bailouts, trillions of dollars being pumped into the banking system. You can't make it up. And it's not going to be enough no matter what they do. So on the back of that, we got stock futures lower right now, and banks are getting hit this morning. We also have cryptocurrencies getting bid up nicely. You got Bitcoin near 27,000. As most of you know, I bought it at around 17.5 recently. I'm just thinking about maybe pulling some profit here. Not that I don't think it's, I think it's going much, much higher, especially when the meltdown in the debt market occurs. You know my scenario. It's very simple. Debt market meltdown crushes stocks, the stock markets of the world. Cash is going to move into commodities, and I believe part of that cash is going to get into cryptocurrencies. But it's never wrong to pull profits. I haven't done it. I was thinking about it last night when we hit like 27,000. I'm like, Greg, you could pull a nice profit out of here. You only been in here for a couple of weeks. Anyway, I'll let you know what I do with regard to that. But I'm not saying I am bearish at all on cryptocurrencies. In fact, I am probably more bullish on cryptocurrencies than I've been in a long, long time. For my crypto friends out here, I think you're in the right spot. I really, really do. Extremely volatile. It's a relatively new asset class. But then again, what's my favorite asset? I'm not going to change. Right here. That's my favorite. Favorite of all time. It will never change here until it does. And I can't imagine it changing until this entire system flips over. And it's starting to flip now. And we're going to see the price of suppressed assets like gold and silver go so many multiples higher than they are now. I mean, look, I've been on a lot of shows lately, and I've been telling people where I believe this is going to go. And I'll just outline it again real quick. I believe we are going to see an on par with the Dow with regard to gold. And where's the bottom in the Dow? We don't know. Again, it's where no man or no woman has gone before, because at Dow 6,000, the last meltdown, that's when the Fed jumped in with QE1. So the bottom could be lower than 6,000. Even if it is 6,000, I think it's very possible the Dow could hit 6,000 when we get a full-on meltdown, and we will. A 1-to-1 ratio gold to the Dow, I think, is a no-brainer. I think that's and that's probably on the low end. It could be 1-to-1, could be 2-to-1 favoring gold, and probably a 10-to-1 to gold with regard to silver. So just do the math here, okay? Anyway, I'm going to stick to that. I've been saying this for years, and I believe that's how it's going to play out here. But anyway, going back to the market, stock futures low across the board. As I said, crypto's getting a bit higher. Bitcoin near 27,000. Gold and silver catching a bid here this morning. This is exactly what you would expect to see again. Cash doesn't grow little money, little cash wings and fly away. Lovely. It doesn't do that. No, it just moves. It moves from one reality into another. That's what it does, okay? Cash moves through the markets in relatively predictable patterns. And that's what we're going to see on a grand scale when the real meltdown occurs here. But there's an enormous effort right now trying to stabilize the debt market, and I'll tell you what you're going to see too. Mark my words on this one. An unbelievable Herculean effort to restore confidence in the banking system, many more trillions of dollars. Look at the title of the video that I did yesterday post-market. Trillions, multiple trillions of dollars. Forget about this 2.3 trillion from the Fed. Oh, it's going to be way, way more than that as central banks get in to try to bail out the entire system. But you know what I just said. I don't care what they pump into it. It's not enough. It can never be enough because every day what the system requires continues to rise exponentially. The system is dying. I don't know what else to tell you here. And it's dying by design. There's not a single one of you, not one, who follows this blog that believes this is just by accident that this is happening. Oh, you mean central banks have been raising rates aggressively into a dying economy, which is dying around the world, and they did not expect to see what we're seeing now? Are you kidding me? We knew this was going to happen here. Look at my videos just prior to the SVB bank meltdown. I said we were in a systemic meltdown, a systemic collapse. And that's prior to the SVB bank even coming to light. People, buckle up, because what we're about to see is going to be epic. Epic. All right? This guy here loves you a lot. I mean that from the heart. Please comment. Please share this video. If you think I covered something here that's important that people need to hear about, a thumbs up would always be appreciated. But number one, please share this video. A fraction of you that watch these videos, share them on your social networks. I don't understand that. We have an opportunity here, you and I, to grow this channel, to wake up more people, and I rely on you. So please get out here and share this stuff. Anyway, we're not going to get through it, everybody. You know that. But maybe we can wake up a few more people, especially now that there is what I believe is a loss of confidence in the system. And this could play out to be pretty ugly. All right. I'll see all of you later for my live stream, 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm out of here.